guys, welcome back to my channel, Bookworm. I am going to go ahead and review the first book that I read on Kindle Unlimited. So, I actually had read a couple other little books on there prior to this book, but they were like a recipe book or something like that. Like it wasn't an actual like book to be entertained by. And I had gotten the service in March 2017 and kind of forgot about it and had just been paying for it each month. And then randomly got back on my Kindle and I had a message or like a recommended book list or something. And one of them on there was by an author that I had previously read a few of her books and really enjoyed her style. So I decided to try the book, and that kind of got me back into my Kindle Unlimited journey where I've been reading tons of books on there and using that service to enjoy free books. I mean, $10 a month, but they're free when you check them out. And just really have come to find some really great books that I will be sharing on here. So the first one was called Motor Mouth by Janet Evanovich, and she also writes the books, the Stephanie Plum series, which are about a bail bondsman female, and she just gets herself into a whole bunch of trouble, and there's like some romantic undertones and lots of humor and just the girl's a go-getter and no nonsense, and I really love the character Stephanie Plum. So I have read a few of those, and so when I saw the same author, I decided I would go ahead and start with that. They're a light read, they're an easy read, but they're a lot of fun. So this book is called Motor Mouth. It's the second Alexandra Barnaby book, and I actually haven't read the first one. So I'm sure there's some history in the first one that I could have maybe used to my advantage a little bit in the second book, but I was able to read the second book without feeling as if I was missing a ton of information. So I always think that's like a positive for somebody who maybe happens upon a book and then it's in a series, but it's not the first one, but you still want to read the book. I like when the author gives you enough background information that you don't feel completely lost. And this author is great with that. She does those in does that in the Stephanie Plum books as well. So this book is about a woman who works on race cars. She's like on the team that services them at the races, and she finds herself in the middle of just like a fiasco. So a lot of the undertones of her books are there's like a crime that takes place and there's drama that comes from the crime. She likes to, I feel like a theme that I've noticed in her books is there's always a love interest where maybe things have either gone sour with that person, or maybe it's even that there's like a crush, there's that sexual tension that you can feel, but they don't always, they just don't act upon it. And so it makes you wonder, like, are they ever going to get together, that kind of thing. And it's in her Stephanie Plum books, but it was also present in this book as well. So I enjoyed this book. I thought it was good. It was something I was able to read in one night and a couple hours the next day. So I finished it in less than 24 hours, which is always good. I was wanting to go back to it and to read it when like I was tired and went to sleep. I, was like, oh, I want to stay up and read longer. So I think that's always a good sign. It was very entertaining. It was something that I was able to visualize. I am a very, I don't know if this is common or not, but like when I read, I'm a visual person. So I try to pick who would play the characters in the book. So I always try to pick like an actor, actress, or maybe even somebody in my life who I know personally, but they just kind of vibe with that character, and then it kind of allows me to almost have like I guess like I'm reading but also watching a movie. So that's how I enjoy books. So in this one, the two main characters are Barney and Hooker, and then they have a dog who is named Beans, and those three are just like always getting into trouble. They're on an adventure. I don't want to give too much information away. There's obviously some tension between the two main characters. When I was, for some reason, I was kind of picturing like Sandra Bullock and Matthew McConaughey. They kind of were the characters. So I don't know if you guys have read the book. You should let me know in the comments if you guys saw them differently, but they were relatable. They were good. It was cute. The story is, I mean, a little far-fetched, this one. I mean, probably isn't something realistic that would happen, but entertaining. It seems like a book that could easily be turned into a movie, which, you know, so it's easy reading. It's got comedic relief. It's not going to make you think too much. The characters were cute. Their love story was cute. Maybe sometimes a little frustrating. I think overall it was a really good book. I really enjoyed it. It was an easy read. It was an entertaining read. It was a fun read. The only drawbacks of, I don't think it was quite as entertaining as the Stephanie Plum books, Stephanie Plum books, but that could just be how I relate to the characters, or maybe my personality a little bit, but they were good. They seemed almost like B-rate Stephanie Plum, like she did really well with those, so maybe she kind of created another storyline that was similar, or maybe that's just her style. She's a very good author. I would definitely recommend her books. I enjoy them. I think most light readers would enjoy them, and even those who maybe aren't avid readers would enjoy them. So overall, I would give it 4.5 stars, which is, when I'm looking at it, also what the reviewers online said. I would give it 2 thumbs up. I think if you want an easy read, it's a great idea. It's a good read for the plane, good read for the beach, though probably not doing many of those lately. So during this social distancing, if you are lucky enough to be able to do that, or if you're not feeling good, this would totally be a book you could take advantage of. It's not going to take too much thinking, and it's not going to add any pressure or negativity to your life when things are a little crazy outside. So let me know what you think. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, give me suggestions, and I look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day.